with Iowa State leading the end of the half for this lead. With Stephen Howard, I'm Dave Armstrong. And how about this? Iowa State scored 51 points total in a loss here last year. They already have 44.
Well, yeah, they're playing perfect basketball for being on the road, shooting plus 50 from the field and plus 44 from the three. That's the recipe you want to have on the road to get a win.
Well, they're very balanced, aren't they, Iowa State? As we look at our numbers from the first half, brought to you by Papa John's.
And really what's important for me is those low turnovers. Only 4, they average 10, so that's right around where they want to be. But the proficiency from their bench, plus 11. The big 4, all with 7 or more points, they are playing as advertised. They have to sustain that in the second half to come out with a victory.
So Iowa State, who has lost 6 of their last 7 games here in Lubbock, well on their way to their 13th straight win to begin this season with a 15-point advantage. And Iowa State will start with the ball first.
And really look for Iowa State to play the second half like they did the first, really just exploiting matchups and looking for open opportunities on the offensive side.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to Texas Tech. Yang tried to save it, but could not. So where does Texas Tech now get their offense? Scoring 29 points in that first half, shooting for them, not bad, 43% from the field, but just not keeping pace with Iowa State.
You got to get it from the inside. I do believe they're going to need to get Dayon Kravitz involved in going for Big 12 to be successful because he's too big and too offensively adept to not get multiple touches throughout the game.
How many layups did Texas Tech missed today? There was another one, and then a foul after that, and Tubby Smith just shrugging his shoulders saying, I don't know what else you can do. You get the ball in there, we need to score.
Well, one of the things that they need to create is a tougher identity, and that's going to go along with scoring on the inside, playing through contact. That's something they don't do right now.
Crockett got kind of nicked in the face when he went up for that rebound. And now they're going to take a timeout to check out Crockett. Might have just a little bit of blood. Check out the contact on the rebound.
One thing Crockett does do is he gets up for those defensive boards and goes up really strong, gets that rebound, and you see Hogue just gets an errant finger towards the eye.
He got him with the back of the hand, didn't he?
That's what you call contact detrimental to keeping the contact in.
And it's one of the subtle things. Last year there was an automatic flagrant 1, and this year they're allowing that to be a basketball play.
Yeah, and that was one of the flaws with the plays last year because you would have a guy just going for a loose ball, and that would be a flagrant 2, and now they're able to distinguish that as a basketball play.
And is getting a lot of playing time in this game.
Well, he was starting early on in the season when Dr. Doctor took that starting spot because he needed his offensive production to win a game.
Hernandez was not expecting that pass from Tolbert. Another turnover for Texas Tech.
And that's one of the things that you can't have against a team that's so efficient like Iowa State. You have to utilize all your possessions. You can't be in a situation where you're just giving the ball away.
10 turnovers. And now Kravitz has something wrong with his left hand. There's a little blood on the hand of Dayon Kravitz. And then when you look at Kravitz going out, of course, here is Kadir Tapsova, who is out. You can see that left hand is wrapped in a splint right now. He broke his finger and dislocated it in practice yesterday. Don't know how long he's going to be out of the lineup, but definitely out today.
And he's a guy that they were just struggling to get on court. He was actually coming back from getting an MRI because he's been having chest problems. He came to practice late, and then he had to leave once that finger, the bone went right through the skin, kind of grisly. Yeah, they can't afford to lose any players with Texas Tech.
I don't want to talk about it, all right?
We need to get through this game.
Tolbert with a 3, only his 5th three-pointer of the year.
And I think it's good for him to be able to get points from beyond the arc, but for Tech to be successful, he has to be dominating down the block.
Kane really did a good job. Instead of taking the layup, giving it off to Niang, who scores.
Well, that's one of the things Iowa State does. Their assist-to-turnover ratio is 1.3. That is #1 in the country, and that's impressive. The fact that they average so many assists but don't turn the ball over.
Gocher finds Hannes. The ball didn't stick.
And that's very important. You have to move that basketball side to side, get the defense moving, and once you see that position where they're weak, you have to exploit that. Hannes in that corner where he loves to set up. Great offensive rotation.
Ball kicked out of bounds by Crockett. It'll stay with the Cyclones. Switch out top.
That's what Kane loves to operate down on the block.
Edge on the three, no. Chance here for Texas Tech to whittle away. The lead was 17 once upon a time. Dozier looking inside, nothing there.
That late shot clock is where this offense gets stagnant with Tech. A lot of players look like they don't know what they're supposed to be doing.
A good dish inside by Turner. And a timeout for Fred Hoiberg. So Robert Turner did not settle for a wide open three. Instead, a little penetration, and Turner able to get the ball inside where the Red Raiders have been dangerous here today. Texas Tech on a little run, and we're back after this from our friends at Phillips 66.